A woman from Grand Rapids took a cruise back in October, but when her body stepped off the boat, her mind never did, and she's been seasick ever since getting back on dry land.
Yeah, this is really strange. Lonnie Martin suffers from a rare condition called mal-de debarquement syndrome. She's constantly dizzy and physically rocks and sways. It's gotten so bad, it's completely changed her life.
So my vacation was in October. Went on a 7-day cruise, had a wonderful time. Had so much fun.
This trip to the Caribbean is the last time Lonnie Martin says she felt normal.
We got off the boat on a Saturday morning, flew back to Michigan, and by Sunday evening, I felt, I was very tired those 2 days, but I kind of thought maybe that was just from being on vacation. But by Sunday night, I couldn't stand up. I was falling.
Her doctor sent her to the emergency room where they thought she had a stroke. She says they did an MRI and CAT scan, but everything came back normal. It wasn't until the next day when they brought in a neurologist that they figured out what was really wrong.
They said it was mal-de debarquement syndrome, and I was like, well, what is that?
Mal-de debarquement syndrome, or MDDS, is a condition that makes people feel like they're constantly rocking, swaying, or bobbing.
So I'm stuck in that motion where I think I have to compensate because I'm on waves. So it just never went back.
Lonnie says it's not like vertigo. Some days she feels like someone is physically pulling on her arm, and others, it's like she's going in circles.
This is how, like, if I'm not in control, this is how I move. And sometimes it's worse than others, but I have learned how to keep my balance. I just have to concentrate a lot. So, but if I purposely make myself move, I can overcome it and I have control. But once I stop, it has control over me and it makes me move.
With her condition, she can't do things like drive or go to the grocery store because the bright lights and patterns make her fall. Lonnie says she can't even sit on the couch or lay down without feeling sick, making sleep a challenge.
I lay in bed and I hang on to the edge of my bed. That's how I feel like I'm gonna fall off the bed.
She has to hold on to walls when she's walking and grips the counters when she's moving around the kitchen.
You just feel like you're crazy sometimes, like you're standing up and everything, you're falling over. Just when I'm here by myself, I think, oh, I better not like do that because what if I fall over and knock myself out?
The condition can be debilitating, but because it's so rare, doctors don't know a lot about it. That means there aren't a lot of treatment options.
The first 3 weeks, I cried every day because I was so angry, I was so upset. So then I went to go see a neurologist, and she says to me, she goes, listen, there's nothing we can do for you. And that was like the 4th doctor. And that day I thought, okay, I'm not gonna cry anymore.
Lonnie says she's stopped crying and is on a mission to get better. She went from having 1 doctor to 6, including Dr. Mike Hojanaki, an audiologist with Spectrum Health's Balance Center, who says this condition can be hard to spot.
We don't know why the brain causes this maladaptation, and the further struggle then is how do we then address treatment and relief for people with this condition. Sadly, at present, there aren't a lot of confirmed ways to effectively treat mal-de debarquement.
But there are ways to help her feel better. They're working to retrain Lonnie's eyes so she feels like she's back on land. Dr. Hojanaki uses these moving black and white stripes to reduce her symptoms. She's also making progress with her physical therapist, who she says has never had a patient like her before.
They have me sidestepping to see if I can do that without losing my balance. I'm getting better, but I can't go backwards yet. If I close my eyes, I fall over instantaneously.
Lonnie is a mother of 2 and has had to learn how to cope in day-to-day life. When her daughter had her driver's permit, she got a lot of practice in because Lonnie says riding in a car helps her seasickness.
I like to go for rides in the car. I feel, you want to go for a ride, you guys? Because I feel great in the car.
She's joined a Facebook group with other people who are going through the same thing. They share their tips and stories, which she says helps her feel less alone.
It's kind of funny. People will like put out a thing. I had that episode at Myers where I fell and I was so embarrassed. And the very next day, somebody said on there, hey, does anybody else have trouble going to the grocery store? I'm like, me, I do.
She's learned to wear a hat and sunglasses to help with her light sensitivity and to sit in a rocking chair, so she stays in motion. But Lonnie says the best medicine is one we've all heard before.
I gotta laugh. I gotta try. I can't cry anymore, so I just you gotta laugh about it.
Yeah, and all of us here had never heard of that.
No,
so
no.
She has been through a lot. She does say that because being in motion does make her feel better, she is going back on a cruise in February to see if that may reverse the condition. For more information on MDDS, you can head to fox17online.com or our mobile news app. Incredible.
Just for going on vacation, too.
know.
Well, all right, she could be a trailblazer for this.
And we'll keep up with
will
her and see how that cruise goes.
Yes. All right. Well, in the